As night fell, and the lions began to feel the fatigue of the day, they all settled down to sleep. Nala, surrounded by the meerkats, found herself embraced in their warmth as they seemed to feel safe and secure around her. Meanwhile, Musa was troubled by the way he had spoken to King Atlas earlier. Reflecting on their conversation about his family, he realized that Atlas had only wanted to help. Feeling a wave of regret for his earlier attitude, Musa knew he needed to make things right. Once he had calmed down, Musa approached King Atlas with a sincere expression.
Atlas, could we talk for a moment in private?
Of course, Musa. Let's step away from the others and talk.
They moved a short distance from the sleeping group and found a quiet spot under the starlit sky. Musa took a deep breath, gathering his thoughts as he prepared to express his feelings and make amends. As they sat together, Musa heard a rustling sound coming from the bushes. He glanced at Atlas and smiled, which puzzled Atlas. Standing up, Musa parted the bushes to reveal Pico, who had been trying to hide.
Oh, Pico, what are you doing here? Were you spying on us?
Pico, caught off guard and feeling embarrassed, mumbled,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I'll leave right away, I promise.
Pico, if you want to stay, you can. I'm not angry. But please, don't hide like that. It's not nice. If you wanted to come, you could have asked. You're my best friend, and you can always come to me whenever you need. Just don't sneak around like that.
Pico nodded, still feeling embarrassed. Musa gave him a reassuring push, and they settled back down, with Pico joining them, grateful for Musa's understanding. Musa turned to Atlas with a serious but sincere expression.
Atlas, I want to apologize for my behavior earlier. Talking about my family brings up painful memories I try to avoid. But that doesn't excuse how I spoke to you. I now understand that you were only trying to help, and I lashed out. I'm truly sorry for that.
Atlas looked at Musa with understanding and empathy.
Musa, there's no need to apologize further. I completely understand why you were upset. Remembering difficult things about family can be incredibly painful. I appreciate you coming to apologize. It shows that you're a great lion. A real family works through hardships and communicates openly.
Musa nodded, feeling a weight lift from his shoulders.
Thank you, Atlas. I really appreciate your understanding and your willingness to help me.
Atlas placed a reassuring paw on Musa's shoulder.
We all have things that are hard to talk about. What's important is that we move forward and work together. Your feelings are valid, and I respect your honesty.
Pico, who had been quietly listening, glanced at Musa and Atlas, not wanting to interrupt their conversation. He felt reassured seeing them work things out and knew it was an important moment for everyone involved.
I don't know if this will help, but I'm from the Royal Crest Pride.
Musa said hesitantly. Atlas's eyes widened in surprise.
Royal Crest Pride?
Musa looked puzzled by Atlas's reaction.
Yes, what's wrong?
With a heavy heart, Atlas replied,
Musa, we know of your pride. The tragedy that befell us all is connected to the downfall of your pride.
What do you mean? What downfall? What are you trying to say?
Musa, we didn't come here by choice. We were forced to leave our land due to devastating events that deeply affected us.
What does that have to do with my pride?
Atlas sighed deeply.
Everything. The land we came from was ravaged by a series of disasters and conflicts caused by your pride. Many prides were destroyed, including my own. We were given a choice: join the conquerors or face attack ourselves. We tried to resist, but we were overwhelmed. My brave wife lost her life in the battles, and we lost many members. We were forced to flee for our lives. The devastation spread like wildfire, with more and more prides being attacked. Many, like us, tried to defend their homes but were defeated. This chaos was triggered by one lion who became the new king of the Royal Crest Pride, destroying it and crushing all those who resisted his cruel rule.
Musa was in disbelief.
My pride caused all this? No, that can't be right. King Aurelius would never have allowed such devastation. He was wise, kept everything under control. It doesn't make sense that he would let a cruel leader take over and cause such destruction.
Atlas looked at Musa with a sorrowful expression.
Musa, Aurelius is gone.
Musa's heart sank.
Gone? What do you mean he's gone?
Rumor has it that when King Aurelius intended to transfer leadership to his other son, the one currently ruling the Pride, the son who was originally meant to be king overheard the news. Enraged, he fled. Aurelius went after him, but neither of them ever returned, and they were both declared dead. As a result, Saber was quickly installed as the new king of the Royal Crest Pride.
Pico gasped and looked at Musa. He understood everything. Who Aurelius was to Musa, and that Musa had been replaced by his brother, Saber. What neither of them had known was that King Aurelius had become lost while searching for Musa. Musa was devastated by this revelation. He had no idea that his father had been searching for him and had gone missing. The realization that Saber had taken over and caused such destruction was crushing. Musa had believed that his departure had allowed the Pride to continue peacefully, but he now learned that his brother had become a cruel ruler who had devastated their home and inflicted untold suffering. Saber's greed and lust for power had corrupted everything. Musa's world was turned upside down as he grappled with the tragic fate of his pride and his father. Musa, his heart heavy, absorbed the revelation.
Saber?
Yes, Saber is now the ruler. He is the reason for the downfall of the Royal Crest Pride.
But I grew up with him. He wasn't like this at all. We were both taught the values of family unity, respect for everyone, love and friendship. I can't believe my brother has become like this.
King Atlas looked at Musa, his confusion deepening.
Your brother? So you're saying Saber is your brother? That means you are the lost son of King Aurelius. Musa. I knew your name sounded familiar, but I couldn't place it until now. I remember hearing about a lion named Musa who ran away. I should have remembered.
Musa stood still, frozen. The weight of the revelation settled over him, and his mind raced as he grappled with the reality of his family's fate.
But what about my mother? What happened to Queen Isolde?
Musa asked, his voice trembling. Atlas's face grew somber.
We don't know anything about Queen Isolde. After Saber took over, she was never seen again.
This revelation shook Musa to his core. A deep pang of fear and sorrow washed over him as he imagined his mother either lost or suffering under Saber's oppressive rule. His heart tightened at the thought of what might have become of her. Musa knew he had no choice but to return. He had to find her, no matter the cost. But more than that, he needed to confront Saber. The idea of his brother becoming a cruel leader was unimaginable. Musa had always seen Saber as a beacon of strength, someone he looked up to, someone who would protect their pride. To hear that Saber was now a tyrant was nearly impossible to believe. He couldn't accept the idea that his brother, the same one who had shared their childhood, had become the source of such fear and suffering. When Musa had run away, everything had fallen apart. That night, his path was clear. He would return to the Royal Crest Pride, find his mother, and face Saber, no matter the danger. He had to uncover the truth. What had turned his brother into the ruler Atlas described? Musa's decision to return was not without its challenges. Even a strong and great king like Atlas was terrified at the thought of venturing back to these lands. They were scared for their lives, as his entire pride had witnessed firsthand the horrors that had unfolded there, and the idea of returning was daunting. They all understood the risks, something that Musa, in his determination, did not yet fully understand. Atlas knew that without a solid, strategic plan, their return would be nothing short of a disaster. If it were their choice, they would never go back. However, they understood Musa's pain over his mother being in great danger, as well as the plight of the lion pride that had once been his family. Whether they accompanied him or not, Musa would still go, and no one could change his mind now. There was only one goal for him: to find his mother and save his homeland from Saber before it was too late. Just as Musa had saved Nala's life, now it was Atlas' turn to help save Musa's mother and the rest of his family.